Morning, everybody. Well, I've decided not to wander too far away from home, but here I am in the barrel. And I thought, while I was here, I'd have a little chat with you about something that I was talking to my fabulous client Emma yesterday about, and it was her that brought it up. It was a podcast that she'd been listening to, and I don't know what the podcast is, so Emma, if you see this, maybe you could pop the information in the comments below. But essentially it was asking how you want to live. That's Mabley, I'm afraid. She doesn't want to be out in the rain, but she doesn't want me to be out here without her, so we're at a bit of an impasse. So she stood with her nose just shoved through the door, staring at me and whinging. Anyway, how do you want to live the last decade of your life, whatever that might be? So what we do now, I always say this, what we do now impacts how we live our future life. So I'm always talking about healthy and active aging. And I want everybody to live a long life, but a long and healthy and active life, because there's no fun in it otherwise, is there? There's no joy. So we need to keep learning, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally. We need to keep learning. That's so important. But what you do now impacts how you live in older age. So what do you want to be able to do in the last decade of your life? I want to be able to still climb mountains. I climb mountains now. I am slower than a herd of speeding tortoises, but it doesn't matter. I always get where I want to get to. It's normally just a lake. It's rarely ever the top, but I get to where I want to go. I want to be able to hoik my leg over to get in and out of my barrel so I can still continue to be here. I want to be able to walk safely and confidently up and down stairs. I want to be able to get off the toilet unaided. If that doesn't strike the fear of God into you, I don't know what will. I need to embrace tech a little bit more. I'm not very techy, I'm not that interested in it, but interestingly, you may know, I have a client who's in hospital at the moment. She's 85, she's had a bad fall, and she's not tech. She has a very basic mobile phone. She can't text. She doesn't know how to. Yesterday I sat with her for ages and we put people into her phone book because just numbers come up, so she doesn't know who's calling her, and she has to, if she wants to ring someone, she has to get a little book out and find their number and then dial it. So we've done that to make it a little bit easier. But interestingly, yesterday she said to me, I think I need to embrace some tech, which has proven to me that this fall has frightened her a little bit more than she's prepared to admit. She feels isolated, she feels quite alone, and I'm doing everything I can to support her, but I can't be with her 24 hours a day. So that kind of thing. And also, mentally, where do I want to be in my last decade mentally? I want to be alert, I want to be communicative, I want to be mentally healthy. Now, I've told you before, I've had some of my own mental health challenges. I didn't talk about Mental Health Day this year because I've had a really bad time this year. We're always learning, we're always growing, we're always having to adapt and change, and that's what I want for my last decade, whenever that might be. So have a little think yourself and just see. Make your own list. Maybe share a few things. Let's see what people want out of their life. It's definitely raining a little harder now. I think I'm starting to get a bit wet. But yeah, see what you want to be able to do and how you want to live as you age. It's all about healthy, active aging. It's what we're all about, as you know. Constantly bang on about it, and I will constantly continue to bang on about it. But yeah, share. Let's see where we want to be when we are old and disgraceful. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.